Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I do hope that you'll stay until the end of this video because in this particular video we're going to work on a condominium studio unit here in the Philippines that I have been commissioned for. So today we're actually going to start doing some computer stuff. So no more sketches. Unfortunately, we're still not able to go to the actual we're not actually able to visit the site. So the developers have provided me with their as-built plans, which, as I've mentioned before, I'm not really a fan of receiving as-built plans from developers. I would prefer that I could go to the site myself and measure everything myself. Mm, for the most part, they did provide me with a lot of details, but still not enough. Still not enough for me. Like, it's just different, Maybe you don't know, I don't know, but I'm telling you, it's a bit different. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin encoding this, and I guess let's just go ahead and fast forward through that part. You can watch me do it in high speed, even though I'm actually quite slow. All right, I'm back. Man, I hate this. I'm really trying to work with what they're giving me here, but it's not really much to work with, really. I'm gonna say that this is, yeah. Okay. Let's say it's something like that. They didn't really put the measurement of the door here, so I'm just gonna assume it's the minimum size door. So we're gonna fix that there. Column, I don't have any clue right now. So I'm just gonna assume it's like 200 thick. Then here, yeah, something like that. Fudge. Okay, and have a window. Okay, and we also have a window here, but they didn't provide measurements, so I don't know where the hell the window is. Let me see here. Let me see if I can look at their other drawings to figure this out. Nope, I got nothing. They did not give me anything. This is horrible. I really hate when developers like provide the drawing, but they don't like consider that there's actually windows. It's like, how am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do with the window? Make a guess? I don't know. Anyway, I have no idea. I have no idea. Ah, shoot, sorry. It's right there. Right there. So I have no idea where this freaking window is on this side. There's no measurements. Talk about stressful, Let's see if I can try to make an assumption based on the other drawings. Damn, I got nothing. Okay, so I have nothing. We're gonna have to make an assumption. I'm just gonna say 700 from the wall. Now I have to determine how much further it goes from there. 200. All right, I'm gonna make an assumption here. It's not a good assumption, but it's really all I have to work with. So I guess that's it then. Okay, so you can't really see the dimensions. I don't think it's really a big deal, but now that we have that going on here, we're going to start with this wall here. And another thing that they didn't provide is they didn't provide me with elevations, so I have no idea what the hell, how high everything is. I mean, they have an RCP, reflected ceiling plan, but completely useless. Whoa, why don't you tell us how you really feel there, GM? Okay. I'm gonna have to try to make the best out of a bad situation here. Um, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the floor. Just go around here. Bam. Let's say that's about 200. Oops. So those of you that are wondering, I'm using SketchUp to do this. Um, I enjoy using SketchUp. I don't know. It's not really so like, I don't know. It's not a hardcore design program, and I don't really think you should worry about like people thinking, ah, it's not, you're using that program. I don't know. Sometimes like I remember I was helping this person with their thesis before, and all she could do was talk shit about me. And it's like, I'm helping you. You do realize that. She's like talking shit about me because I'm using SketchUp. And it's like, first of all, you're not even capable of doing any of this on your own, so I think you should just keep quiet, you know. But I don't know. Sometimes people can just be um, very ungrateful, I guess. But you know, I don't try to let it get in the way because the history of that was actually she hired somebody else who knew how to use Revit, and she failed. So then she hired me. I'm not really that good at Revit. I prefer using like a combination of SketchUp and CAD. And yeah, like I said, all she could do was talk shit, and it's like I'm helping you. How about you just shut up and let me help you? Anyway, end of this. Long story short, it was a waste of time. She did end up passing. She ended up being part of the top 10 of that batch, and up to now, completely ungrateful. So you know, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is like sometimes you know that's just the way life is. You'll meet shitty people along the way, and don't let it get you down. You know, if it's not it's not your problem if they can't see your potential. That's why I don't really care how much like even if you're good at uh, different types of programs. I personally would rather hire somebody that's capable of doing the job instead of somebody that's just boasting like, oh, I've used this program, I've used that program. Because at the end of the day, you know it's not about how much you know, but how much you're willing to do. And yeah, like I wouldn't say that I'm uh, the best at anything, but I do know that like I work extremely hard. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that makes me sound a bit, boastful, but I do believe that I work harder than most people. And yeah, I don't feel any shame in saying that because, I see it in my day-to-day life. And if people have a problem with it, then okay, that's fine. But I'm telling you, work hard. I try to keep people satisfied. If they're not satisfied, then it's okay. At least I know I did my best, And that's something that I think most people are afraid to do. They're trying so hard to please people that don't even want to put in the work. And you shouldn't do that. Why are you trying hard to please somebody that doesn't even know what the hell they're talking about? I think Marco Pierre White, the amazing chef, said it best when he was talking about his Michelin stars, that he kind of gave up the idea of trying to be a Michelin star chef because he didn't understand why he had to work so hard to please people that didn't know anything about cooking. And it's kind of evident, if you ask me, it's kind of evident in a way because you can see that there are some chefs that have attained Michelin star status, but like looking at the work that their work output, you kind of like you sit there asking yourself like, really? A lot of times I like to compare things to thing. I like to compare ideas to things that are similar. So in architecture, I usually like to compare it a lot to like music or even cooking especially. So once again, they didn't provide dimensions for the doors, but let's see what I can do here. Hmm, actually, this one here, let me fix this up here. Normally the flooring of the restroom is lower, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it lower. For some reason it didn't close, which it should have closed. Let me see here. Oh, I got the wrong one. Okay, that's why. Where did this go here? Where's this? Did it connect to the wall? I think it did. Be right back, one moment. Hi, I'm so sorry about that. Uh, Man, sometimes neighbors can just be rude. But let me see. All right, all right, all right. There we go. So, yeah, as I was saying, sometimes neighbors can be rude. So it's kind of like that situation right there. Like, why don't you respect the people around you? Like I personally don't go into the hallways yelling. You know, it's like why do you have a unit if you're just going to like bother everyone else with your discussion? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a downer today, but I'm just kind of like I feel like just sharing a lot of information. So there we have that. Here we have this. I mean, what I mean by sharing information is like I think there's a problem in the world where we don't really try to respect one another. And then like, if someone else gets upset, it's their fault that they got upset, which at times is true, but most of the time like you don't see me like yelling in the hallway. The reason I don't yell in the hallway is because I respect my neighbors. So them yelling in the hallway and then being upset with me for being upset with them is like, really, really, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just an architect that tries too hard, I guess. Um, so let's see. What do we got? So there's no elevation. I don't know what to do with this window. I don't know how high it is. I don't know up to what point it goes to. Um, Quite sad, really. I don't know how to work with this right now. Also, it says here that there's a beam here, but I'm not quite sure if it's like I'm not sure of its height. I don't have the slightest clue. And this is exactly why I'd rather do the as-built plans myself. Like, I don't know. That's the one thing I don't really enjoy about like developers providing their details because they don't provide all the details. And I also understand in a way because um, a draftsman here in the Philippines is severely underpaid. I mean, if you think about it, I'm an architect here in the Philippines. I'm severely underpaid already. Even with the clients I have, it's like they don't they don't want to pay because they think it's just design. It's just, and it's like, okay, uh, that's fine. Anyway, I'm just rambling on like an old boomer, I guess. Um, so we have that. I'm assuming that the height of the door is standard 2100. So that's what I'm going to assume here. I have no other information to back that up, but yeah, I'm going to hope that's it. So we're going to go ahead and cut that here. So I am very meticulous when I make anything. Like extremely meticulous. Everything has to be correct. Um, and I remember one time somebody was asking me like, "Why is my work so messy?" It's like, Excuse me?" It was like a personal attack for me. Like, you're telling me my work is messy? Have you seen your work? That's okay. It's fine. Um, a lot of times I also like to work with layers, but since this is actually quite a small project, we're just gonna keep it simple. Yeah. Oh, what I was gonna do first, I was gonna delete that. Okay. Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna make that into a group, and then we're gonna explode them. Okay. We're gonna delete those lines here. Bam. Right. Put this back into its spot. Right there. And the ceiling height for this, it says here that it's 2200. So let's see here. Okay, let's put that there. Bam. We're just gonna lift that, connect that, oops, sorry. Make that into a group and connect it with the rest of the ceiling. All right. Okay, guys, we got that part down. Next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna mark the ceiling actually, because I want to make sure that I don't have to keep the ceiling in place in order to know where everything is at. Okay. Go here. We're gonna close that off. Right into there. Okay. Oops, sorry. Then we're gonna go over here. Here. Okay. That's fine. Go right here into the column. Oh no, didn't. I'm not hitting the mark yet. There it is. And we're gonna close that here. Just like so. All right. So we don't really need the ceiling anymore. We can move this. Actually, let's just make it invisible. So we're gonna hide that. Bam, hidden. And we're gonna continue here on this side. So the ceiling is right here. I'm gonna delete that one. And we're gonna close it off right here. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Let's delete that. Make a line, go down to there. Okay. And finally, we also have to deal with this one over here. So we're gonna go 500. There we go. Yep. Bam, and up. Okay. So now we have the layout of our condo unit here in the Philippines. um, Next problem we have is a stupid window that's not indicated. What am I supposed to do with this, man? 290, huh? I don't know where the window goes to, man. So, bam. I'm just gonna assume, I guess. We're gonna assume that it's around 900. And then 2100. Oops. Maximum height. Because I don't know. I have no freaking idea. I don't know what to do with that. That's what I have to work with. So we're gonna assume that's where it is. Okay. Here on the other side. So my assumption was it's somewhere around here. Okay. 700 on that side, 500 on this side. I guess it's around 500 deep or high. And oh, sorry. I have no idea. I can't I can't assume this really. 200, I guess. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure if it's all the way to the ceiling or what's going on here. Guess we're just gonna have to work with that for now. Then after that, okay, so that's what my assumptions are. I think here we have to have another 120. Yeah. Okay, so this is our unit. Oh, there's also the air conditioner, which it also doesn't say. Doesn't give me any information. This is horrible. I hate this. I hate this stupid plan that they provided. Yeah, I get stressed out when, like, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I know for a fact that I worked really hard. I work harder than most people. So when I get like this kind of information, it's stressful for me actually. I have no idea how high this is. I don't even know how big the hole is. So we're just gonna say something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, guys, there's the unit. Excuse me. Okay, so this length right here is around 3,870. So that's a bit of bad news for me. So we're gonna like try to make this. We're gonna try to make this work at least. 670. Then we'll go up to here, 1,310. Okay, there. We're gonna try to center this first. So I'm not gonna go into like super details at this point yet. We're just trying to figure out how everything is gonna work out. So we have this here. 1,660. Let's give it another 300, 330. How about that? Okay. Then we're going to have an opening here of about 700. That's good enough for me. Okay, so this desk is really small. So we have to make some slight adjustments here. Let's like give this another 170, I'd say. So that means we have to push this back 170. I'm trying to maintain this 700 opening space. Come to think of it, let's make it 750 to make it better. Okay. Bam. Sorry. So how much space is that now? 1,420. So if you remembered before, we have a bed here and we also have a bed here on this side. So we have two beds. And it's just not enough space, bro. Not enough space. Not sure how I'm supposed to make this work. I was really hoping that we'd have much more space to work with, but after seeing it, it's quite disappointing. But it's okay, we'll make it work, guys. Here, we're gonna go ahead and fill this up here. Bam. Countertop, guys, do you guys remember? 0.9, 0.85 to 0.9 meters. So there we go. Make a group there. We have a washer here. We're just going to give it a 700 space for maximum freedom. But yeah, that's right. And here we'll have that. Okay. So a lot of our space is already getting eaten up. A lot of our space. Very, very sad. Here, so we have this at 600. We're just gonna make this 400. Bam. We're gonna use 1-inch wood. So let's say 25 millimeters. Ah, shoot. Sorry. 25 25 millimeters. Bring that up here. Bam. Okay. And let's say 325. Let's give it some more space. Let's give it another 75. And down here, that leaves us with 525. That's not so good, but it's not so bad either. So we're gonna have to scooch it in a bit more. Okay. All right. Now we have dividers here. That's gonna go all the way to the ceiling. 20. We'll go with 3/4 stick. And that's only for this side, because on this side we have the refrigerator. Okay, so this is where the sink is on this tiny space right here. We're gonna make this countertop 25 thick, so let's go ahead and get out of there. 25, bam. Close that there. Let's push this down. 25, nice. Okay, make group. For this one, we're gonna have our side counter, so let's try to get as much space as we can here. 300, sound good to you guys? Yeah. Okay. So, oh shoot. Ah, I'm in the wall. Glitch. 300. All right. So we're just inputting the basic information that we have so far. This one is obviously going to well, it's not going to extend all the way, but go ahead and put it up to here. Then we have a overhead cabinet here, which is going to house the range hood. Okay. Right here, we're going to use a 3/4 to have a fascia. That's going to cover the curtains up top. We'll make it 150. Make group. We're going to move that down 100. Bam. Fascia board. Okay. This one, we're going to move it 650. So we have one on the other side. Bam, 650. So a lot of space is getting taken up already. As you can see, so my drawings, they kind of made it look like there was a lot of space, but now that we're making it in real life, we can see that no, it's not. It's not a lot of space. It's actually a very small amount of space. But hopefully the client will understand once I present it to them. So if we're gonna have like a somewhat of a regular size refrigerator, let's say it's 550 by 600. Okay, and we'll raise it about 1,450. So 1 point. So we have a tiny ref. Well, not a tiny ref. It's just a bit small. Okay. And we'll protrude it a bit also. Bam. And we're also going to have more overhead cabinets up here. So just drop it down to 600. Yeah. We'll make that into a group. Okay. And here we have our pull-out shelves. Make that into a group. Okay. And there you have it. That's the kitchen so far. This here is supposed to be a desk, so we're going to make it about 750 in height. And Now we have a lot of problems. We don't have enough space for a giant bed. Not a giant bed, but just, a bed that can, be considered standard size. But let's lay it out a bit so we can figure it out. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, fudge. Bam, okay. So here's one bed that's supposed to pull out. And then here's the other bed. So as you can see, not enough space. Everything is... Whew. It's not working out so far, but we're gonna have to do our best here, guys. So this one here, we're gonna have a depth of no, too much. 250, I suppose. That's fine. Okay. And bam, 1000. Oof, small, very small. Very small. So we have to make this work somehow. Here we have an altar. Let's make this one around 900. Oops, where is it? Come on, there you are. Then we have an overhead of about 600. Okay. There we go. Then here we're going to divide this into, let's see here, let's put a fascia first on top. Let's put it up to here. How deep is this going to be? Horrible. Horrible. It's horrible, I'm sorry. Let's get this another 80. That's not right. AT, there we go. Alright, give it another 5. Okay, now it's at 500. Not a lot of space to work with. We need a fascia here in the bottom, so another 4 inches. And let's divide this into 4. 3, 4, okay. Alright, so we got that. And remember, the client has expressed they want this to be a sliding cabinet. So I'm gonna have to figure out how that's gonna work, but hopefully I can figure it out. Hopefully. 250, you know what? Maybe we're gonna have to move this a bit more. It's definitely not enough. Then we're gonna take this, move it down by 50. And what's this one? 720. So let's just erase this one. Bam. So that's really a tight squeeze right here now. We're gonna have to take away space from here. Take away space from the desk. Another 50. 50, 50, 50, okay. Excuse me? 360. Okay, okay, we still we still have a chance here. Let's go here. And we're gonna go at a height of around 450, let's say. Bam, 450. In fact, let's take away the 50. Just make it a flat 4. Make group. Let's get rid of this. Man. Space is space is of the essence. 550. Man. Not what I was hoping for. So a lot of things are going to have to change, but we'll get to that in a bit. Let's start here first. This one will make it at around 4. Make group. All right, let's get rid of the axes. I don't think we need the axes anymore. So this is what it's starting to look like. Have the air conditioner here. Kitchen shelves. Really tight space. Forgot to put the washer in here. Let's say it's around, yeah, and a height of 700, let's say. We'll figure it out later. There we go. We're gonna need to put divider here. Just use 3/4 inch. There we go, there we go. Oh, okay, okay, okay. 10. Got it. All right, all right, all right, all right. We can't leave this tight here because the refrigerator door won't open. So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on with the refrigerator before that's gonna be finalized. Here we're gonna have the clothes hanger, so let's put it here like 150, 800. 50. And this is that retractable one that I discussed last time. So let's put it here. And we'll put it at a height of 1,500. Yeah? Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be our first. This is going to be our starting point. It's really like it's really stressful to look at, to be honest, but we gotta make the best of what we have. Oops, one more time. Make that into a group. Oh, fudge. Why do you keep doing that? Darn it. There. Make that into a group. So we got 2 doors, window with the fascia. In fact, let's go ahead and put the fascia on this end as well. I'm not sure how high this is, so let's go ahead and make this 400. Just make it 3/4 inch. Bam. Make group. Move it. Okay, there we go. So it's already eating up space from the bed. The bed that's not going to be big enough, I'm sorry. Here, we're going to have to try and do what we can to conserve space. Uh, so we'll move this by 50. Okay. I'm going to have to think of a new solution for the bed, this bed, so it's going to be a bit stressful. What else do we have going on? And we also have the dining set that's gonna fit here. Is it gonna fit here? I don't think so. Um, Even with like the smallest table that I can think of, it's just way too tight of a space. Unless of course we reduce the size of this. So 670. Let's reduce it here by 50. Reduce it here on the other side by 100. Okay. Move it by another 50. Yeah, that's all I can get out of that. This one here. This is as small as I can get it right now. It's still not enough space. 295. Even centered, it's not enough space. Okay, so I have a lot of discussing to do with the client. As you can see, a lot of the things did, manage to fit here, but it's way more complicated than that. So we're going to have to discuss this thoroughly of how they want to approach, because like here, there's just no way. And plus, like the way that it's set up already, the recliner is facing this shelf here. There's not enough space on this end, so we're gonna have to discuss what to do here. All right, so anyway, we're gonna leave it at this right here. Let's go ahead and make this also high. Yeah. So this is our initial draft. I'm sorry if I seem like I'm in a bit of a bad mood, but it's been a long week, and life gets the best of us every now and then. But all in all, I do hope you guys enjoyed watching. Now you can see that like sometimes things don't go as to plan. Sometimes we do have to adjust based on the things that happen. We can't just always assume that everything will work out perfectly. And it's just part of, especially in architecture, you can't just, continue pushing forward when you know there's a problem already that's arising. So a lot of the ideas that I had in the beginning will have to be transformed. We're going to have to make it evolve in order to work with what we actually have here. And also, like I said earlier, these are plans that were provided to us by the developer. And I'm not like saying that developers don't give out good as-built plans, but a lot of the times they do tend to give they don't give out all the information, which sometimes makes us at odds. And it's not really their fault. Like I said, like especially when you're not getting paid enough, and you're just being like worked way too much. Things happen, and I hope I didn't build the expectations of my client that high, because I do try to reiterate that we're not, we don't have all the details yet, but yeah, we'll have to discuss this and see what direction that we can go to moving forward. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope we can always better ourselves. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.